Hello, my name is ELLIOTT GRIGG, staff writer for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Check us out socially, so that's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and online. And I'm here to offer a preview, breakdown and prediction for the upcoming WBA International Light Heavyweight title fight between Joshua Buatsi and RyanFord, which takes place this Saturday night on the undercard of LomachenkoCampbell. So, tail of the tape, what do we know? So we know that coming into the fight, Buatsi's got an unbeaten record of 11-0 with 9 KOs, whereas Ford's got a record of 16-4 with 11 KOs. Ford's 5'10", fights out of an orthodox stance, and Buatsi is 6'2", so the taller man also fights out of an orthodox stance. So coming into the fight, it's worth noting that Ford's a former MMA fighter, transitioned over into boxing in 2010. He's had 16 pro fights, shared the ring with a very credible opposition, losing in unanimous decisions to Fedor Chudinov back in December 2017. Chudinov obviously lost the world title fight against George Groves to the super middleweight. And he's also lost to Envy Yildirim, and that was back in May 2018. His last fight was in April of this year, where he defeated well-considered German prospect Serge Michel. That was an 8th round TKO stoppage. An 8th round KO stoppage, and that was also took place in Germany. So he's not averse or unknown to travelling and providing shocks. He's 37 years old now, though, which I believe will be telling in this fight, which I'll get to in my prediction in a minute. Talking about Buatsi, so Buatsi is obviously one of the hottest prospects in British boxing at the moment. Bronze medalist in Rio 2016, unbeaten in 11 pro fights, only have been the distance twice. Last fight was on the undercard of Joshua Ruiz in Madison Square Garden, New York. Very impressive stoppage, 4th round TKO stoppage over Marco Periban, which obviously awoke the American audience to him and highlighted his progression. It was a big step up for him, highlighted his progression and showed him his potential at a higher level. So predictions for this fight. So my prediction really is that obviously Buatsi will be a future world champion. I think at 26 compared to Ford, 37 years of age, considering the fact that Ford transitioned over from MMA, whereas Buatsi's obviously a seasoned career boxer. I think that Buatsi's going to have too much for him. I think he'll win, obviously. In the build-up to the fight, Ford's been making the right noises, saying things such as he's there to sharp and show out, and he's looking to provide another shock. All things you'd expect someone to say was sort of selling a fight. Whether or not he believes them, I'm not sure. I mean, when people get to the sort of stage of his career and say these things, I tend to think they're more just selling the fight as opposed to actually sincerely believing what they've got to say. Buatsi, on the other hand, has claimed that he's looking for a stoppage victory. No one's obviously ever stopped Ford before. His 4 victories, he's lost always on points. So it'll be a statement stoppage if he gets it. The fact that he's sort of talking in these terms, suggesting that's the desired outcome of the fight, I believe he'll actually get it. I'm thinking probably somewhere mid to late rounds he'll probably stop him. I'm going to go somewhere between maybe somewhere around 7 and 8. Yeah, but my prediction is basically a walk forward down, throwing those combinations which he enjoys throwing, which would be left to the body, right to the head. He transitions very well between body and head, Buatsi. I think he'll get to Ford at some point, and I think he'll stop him somewhere around 7. So to sum it up succinctly, my prediction is that Buatsi will win, KO stoppage, 7th round.